What if the way stress shows up isn't just personality? What if it's a learned survival pattern that once kept things safe, but now quietly keeps life exhausting? For many neurodivergent people, stress doesn't stay internal. It pulls behavior into predictable roles that feel automatic, roles that drain energy, roles that repeat even with insight. This is where the drama triangle becomes especially relevant. The drama triangle describes 3 roles people unconsciously rotate through under stress. The victim, feeling powerless, overwhelmed, or stuck. The rescuer, overfunctioning, fixing, or preventing discomfort. And the persecutor, snapping, criticizing, and pushing when overloaded. For a full recap, you can also check out my video on the drama triangle. I've popped the link in the description. For now, the important thing to keep in mind is that these roles aren't personality types. In fact, they can be thought about as nervous system states. Each role reflects a different way the nervous system responds when it perceives threat or overload. The victim state emerges when the system feels trapped, under-resourced, or unable to meet demands. This is often linked with shutdown, freeze, or collapse responses. The rescuer state shows up when the system tries to regain safety through control, fixing, managing, anticipating, or smoothing things over before things escalate. And the persecutor state appears when the system shifts into defense, mobilizing energy to push away threat through anger, criticism, or intensity. In other words, these roles aren't about who someone is. They're about what the nervous system thinks it needs to do to survive in that moment. And for neurodivergent nervous systems, especially those shaped by ADHD, chronic stress, or emotional sensitivity, these shifts can happen fast. Neurodivergent nervous systems tend to have faster threat detection, lower tolerance for prolonged uncertainty, higher emotional intensity, and a history of being misunderstood, corrected, or pressured to self-regulate better. So when stress hits, tone of voice, rejection cues, ambiguity, time pressure, the brain doesn't ask, what's the best response? It asks, how do we survive this? And that's when the triangle activates. Victim energy can look like shutdown or spiraling. Rescuer energy can look like people-pleasing or over-explaining. And persecutor energy can look like bluntness, irritation, or emotional armor. None of these are character flaws, they're protective responses. The most draining part isn't being in one role. It's cycling through all 3, trying to cope quietly, then overcompensating, then snapping from overload, then feeling shame and starting again. Sound familiar? This loop steals energy, clarity, and self-trust. So the goal isn't to pick a better role, it's to step out of the triangle entirely. Most advice jumps straight to mindset, but insight doesn't work when the nervous system is dysregulated. Before asking, what role am I in? The system needs safety. That means regulation first, reflection second. Here are 3 ways to interrupt the triangle in real time. 1. Name the state, not the story. Instead of analyzing thoughts, label the physiology. Tension is high. Threat response is online. This shifts the brain from identity to state, which restores agency. 2. Create a pause through the body. Small actions work best. Exhaling longer than inhaling. Dropping the shoulders. Pressing feet into the ground. These signals tell the nervous system there's no immediate danger. 3. Replace the role with a regulated stance. Not victim, rescuer, or persecutor, but observer. What's happening inside the system right now? What's the smallest stabilizing action available? This is how emotional agency is built, not through control, but through capacity. Escaping the drama triangle isn't about becoming calmer, nicer, or more controlled. It's about recognizing when old survival patterns are running and choosing regulation over reaction. For neurodivergent nervous systems, this isn't weakness, it's a skill, it's literacy, it's freedom. And the moment the pattern becomes visible, the triangle starts to lose its power. If this video made something click, that's usually a sign the nervous system is ready for a new pattern. Subscribing to this channel means more tools like this land in your feed. Liking this video helps this conversation reach those who need it. And if planning the future has been tied up with pressure, guilt, or burnout, there's a free workshop linked below on planning the year ahead in a way that supports energy, regulation, and capacity, not just goals. You're welcome to join when it feels right. Thanks for watching.